All right, come over here, get the service done on the new truck, and haven't really heard too much about my old 17 truck, so started asking about it, and I found it. It's actually here in the back shop. They've been using it around here, hauling some odds and ends. They do have it tore apart again. They had done some body work on it. This door and fender was kind of messed up a little bit from a mailbox that I caught backing up. And they got it fixed. But we ended up trading this truck in. And now it's in here for a head gasket. I guess it was losing antifreeze pretty rapidly. So they've got it tore down for the head gasket. Now, the valve tappet that I was talking about for the bridge, and here we can actually do a pretty good look right here of how this actually works. So this bridge right here runs two valves right here and right here. There's a little tappet right on top of that bridge. That's what we were losing, or that's what we had lost when we tore it apart. And it was on this side, on the passenger side. So, couldn't find it, was afraid that it was in the motor. Well, guess what? When they tore this side apart, they found it. Right there it is. I was just handed this. This is the tappet that we were looking for. We were under the assumption that this stem actually broke off of the top, and we had two pieces floating around in the engine that we couldn't find. But when they tore this head off, they found it. And it wasn't in the engine. It had actually fell down and was laying on the frame rail. The mechanic that's working on this now actually dropped a socket or something and ran a magnet down through there, and he found it. Understandable. You know, something loose like that in the motor, and then you take a valve cover off, you know, it fell out. It is what it is. So I'm going to set this back up here with the mechanic. Right there. So I guess we kind of dodged a little bit of bullet on this, on trading it in. But it is a very nice truck. These guys served me well over here at London. So this truck will be up for sale for long. Seems like. So, yep. A little bit of closure on this thing. Makes it nice. Can you believe that? Holy cow. Talking about dodging a daggone bullet. So we're going to talk about this. So, I tell you, I'm kind of speechless. So that was my old 17 truck. That thing's had more problems than that since I sent it down the road. I talked to the original mechanic that had worked on that truck when I took it in. And he told me, you know, I asked him, I said, you know, give me the story. I don't care. You know, I'm out of it. I got another truck. You know, just give me the story on it. You know, because I was trying to figure out what the heck happened. He told me the truck was still there. That was in the back shop. So I was like, really? He told me what, you know, went back and looked at it, and then I went and talked to him. I was like, hey, you know, he stopped me on my way back through to go sign my papers for the service that was just done on my 19. And he talked to me a little bit. So he told me that he got the truck put back together, and they started using it around there, around the facility, and running errands and moving horse trailers and stuff like that, because they also sell Shadow horse trailers. They're a big part of Quarter Horse Congress. Bumper pull, gooseneck, whatever. They started using it for that stuff and running errands. So, all right, cool. Why not? So they Guy pulled in, one of the workers, they pulled in with it, and they was like, hey man, this thing's running like crap. So he hooked the computer up to it, had to reflash the ECM. One. All right, so that's the first one. ECM, had to reflash it, so that's a day down. Took it out, ran it some more. I guess it lasted maybe a week. ECM burned up. They had to have it towed in. Had to replace the ECM. So there's two. All right. Depending on how long it took the parts, I didn't ask. Depending on how long it took to get the parts, depending on how long that truck was down at that point. So now the truck has a new ECM, which could have been the reason that the truck started running like shit in the first place. I don't know. I don't care. It's not my truck anymore. I'm just interested because it used to be my truck and it gave me some problems and was being a little bitch. So anyway, number 3. Put the ECM in, new ECM, got it running, whatever. Started driving it around again. Started losing antifreeze. Top bottle back off. Lost a whole bottle of antifreeze. Had to have it towed back in again. This time, head gasket. They done the test on it. Head gasket was blowed. This time, it was blowed on the passenger side. So I don't know why. Have no idea. I never had any antifreeze issues out of it. Never had to put any in it at all, ever. 161,000 miles. Never had to put antifreeze in it. So they had to put antifreeze in it, or had to do a head gasket on it. And that's what it was at. That's what was happening now. Right there. That tappet. Mechanic gave it to me. Said I could have it. Didn't ask for it. He just said, here, you can have it. So I took it. That little bastard right there just helped me dodge one hell of a bullet. All right? That piece is what caused me to trade in a truck, get rid of an asset, a big asset of mine, which was an F750 crew cab, '07 model. Big truck, nice truck, 107,000 miles on it. But after today, I feel good. I know for a fact that I made the right choice on doing what I did. So, that's 3 major bullets that I just dodged after getting rid of that truck. I'm not knocking GM in any way, shape, or form at all. I think they produce one hell of a product. I think their trucks are awesome. I think their interior is phenomenal. It's more luxury than I would ever want. I'm simple. I would just, for a truck for me would be cloth seats, carpet, flooring, and navigation. I don't even need the power windows. I don't give 2 shits. But anyway, so I dodged a bullet in my eyes. And today, closure. I got my closure on the truck. That has actually been in the back of my head for quite some time. And all this has happened, these 3 problems have actually occurred within 4 months. It's only been like 4 months since I traded in that truck and got my new one. Now, my new one, it is my personal vehicle now. It will be a backup vehicle if I need to down the F350 for some reason. I am running a 99 F350 dually 7.3 truck that runs great. It's got now, I think, 253,000 miles on it. And it does good. Does the job. AC works, radio works. It stops and goes. I'm happy. Does the job. So, just something real quick. Just thought I'd make a video on that. A little bit of update. A little bit of updating on the old truck. Dodged a bullet. I'm happy. That was definitely dodging a bullet in disguise, and not the way that I wanted to dodge a bullet, but I dodged a bullet, and went with my gut when I done everything, and my gut was right. Things happen for a reason, so if this little booger right here made me make that decision on trading it out, and stepping into a new one, it was the right decision. So this little booger, what we thought was this tappet, or this stem, we thought that this stem actually broke off of here, and these two pieces were floating around the motor. Well, when he took the valve cover off, evidently it just fell out and was laying in the frame rail. He swears up and down, and I believe him. He's a hell of a guy, straight shooter. I mean, if he wasn't, he wouldn't have, I wouldn't have known about this today. He told me, he's like, man, I ran magnets everywhere, thinking that that's what was happening. I ran it through the frame rails and everything, and it just wasn't there. So I just, thought it was in the engine. Hey, I'd think the same thing. So, mechanic that's working on the truck now, he ended up dropping a socket, ran a magnet down through there where he dropped his socket, and pulled that out. And then he found his socket afterwards. So I'm happy. Till next time, boys. Tomorrow I am going to Charleston, West Virginia. This here is for a different customer. Customer I've never done any work for as far as hauling. So we are going to go up to Columbus, get loaded in the morning, and we are going to head to Charleston, West Virginia. So tag along, watch my videos. Like, subscribe, ask questions, leave comments, whatever. You watch my video, I'm happy, I don't care. But anyway, like, subscribe, hit the bell, the whole 9 yards, and we will catch you on the next one. Thanks, and have a great day.